Welcome back to the Morning Blend. The start of a new school year can be very stressful, and that stress can sometimes lead to an eating disorder for some young people. So today, what to look for and when you need to get professional help. Dr. Robin Welk-Richards and Adam Leggett are both with Aloria Health. Great to meet both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. I was not aware of Aloria's location. You're actually downtown. You're in Milwaukee. You've been there for a couple of years now, right?
Yes, we've been there about 2.5 years. We're right on East Wisconsin Avenue.
Now, one of the things I know that you do is provide residential care for, we mentioned young people, but also for adults with eating disorders and food or body related issues. What are the services that you provide? As we look at some of the pictures, it looks like you have a beautiful facility there.
Yeah, we have 50 residential beds, but we also are offering partial hospitalization, which is day treatment, where our clients will come during the day but go home in the evening and the weekends. We also offer intensive outpatient a few days a week, and then we have outpatient services as well. Okay.
And what are the role that you both play at Aloria?
Yeah.
I'm the clinical director, clinical therapy director. So I oversee the therapy program, supervision to the clinical therapists and the therapeutic assistants.
Okay. How about you?
I'm the national director of professional relations. So my team, they're across the nation educating schools, doctors about eating disorders, what to look for, and in our local community.
You know, I'm glad that you mentioned that in terms of educating people about what to look for, because my guess is that there are parents or friends or loved ones who maybe have someone in their life who's suffering with an eating disorder and they may not be aware of it. So what are some of the things that we can be kind of clued into to kind of know when there's a problem?
Absolutely. I think the big thing to be looking for, aware of, is significant changes. Changes in appearance, changes in behaviors, actions. Somebody that maybe is more outgoing and they start isolating, they start hiding in their room, particularly with adolescents. They're just by nature at that identity crisis, right? So they're going through a lot of changes, but as a parent, as a loved one, we know our kids. And so when we start to note that their eating habits are changing or their personality is changing in a way that is setting up some of those red flags or the hair on the back of their neck, that's when I would be asking some questions. I'd be inviting that conversation with my child.
And I think it's a tough world that we live in right now. And I think it's true for girls, but it's not just girls, it's boys too. But, you know, we talk about body image and issues related to that. It just seems like now, maybe even more than ever before, so many young people are struggling with that. And that's sort of the genesis of it, right? That's kind of the seed that's planted that then it grows sometimes into a more serious problem.
Absolutely. I mean, and actually, you mentioned boys and girls. 1 in 8 individuals that struggle with eating disorders is male. So it's really a pretty high percentage. And just the stressors are significant. Pressure is to go to the right college. Pressure is to transition and have the good social network. So many things change over the course of even a summer. So you might have the social community and network at the end of the school year and then move into high school, and that's changed because people change and personalities change. And you walk in feeling very alone. And for kids at that age, their community, their society, that is everything to them. Unfortunately, it's not the family. Of course, as a parent, you would want for that to be your society. But at that point, they're growing and they're individuating and they want to be part of a community. And some of those are the most significant stressors of just trying to find their place as they're trying to find out who they are. And all of those things become very complicated and can really provide a lot of pressure on that individual that can really cause them to go down an unhealthy path.
Well, you mentioned so many different stressors and issues, and I think that's the thing. People, you know, who maybe don't understand it, they think it's about food, for example, or about, you know, your weight. But a lot of times it seems like it's a wanting to control or have some agency over your life, and that's why it results. Now, you mentioned residential care and outpatient care. What's a sign that someone may need residential care and it might not be something that you can kind of handle or work with someone in your life on your own, and you need to consider a place like Aloria?
At the residential level of care, typically you're looking at folks that are more medically impeded by their eating disorders. So they're needing to have a complete structure change. They're needing to have a regulated 6 meals a day. And from there, we start looking at weight maintenance, whether they're working to increase their body weight, ideal body weight, or work towards a more healthier weight that they can step down to a lower level of care without much supervision.
Okay. And if people, teachers, I think, you know, other professionals who work with kids, do you sometimes get contact from them, guidance counselors, teachers, people like that?
Yeah, our admissions team and our professional relations liaison team work with guidance counselors, teachers on a weekly basis to help them not only just answer general questions about, hey, what should I do? What conversation should I have? How do I approach, you know, this kid's family? We also will just direct them to our team to let us have that conversation for them.
Does insurance sometimes cover the cost of care at Aloria?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're in network with almost every major insurance plan. It's usually just typically whatever the family's plan is, they'll pay their out-of-pocket, and that's it.
That's wonderful. I think it's great that that is covered, and it should be. For people who have questions about eating disorders, or you want a confidential assessment, or to just check insurance coverage, which we just mentioned, you can call Aloria at the number you see there on your screen. It's 844-801-9529. You can also email admissions@aloriahealth.com to ask questions or go get more information about treatment there. It was so nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.